Welcome back, everybody. Excuse my helmet hair and the fact that I'm a little sweaty. I just got back from a motorcycle ride, so yeah, there's that. Got a little hot with all that gear on. But I wanted to do a video for you guys. I think this is a great question. This is going to be a video response. Great question. I'm surprised this question hasn't been asked sooner, to be 110% honest with you. But it's a great question that I think we should address. So the question is, and just for context, basically, you guys know my stance. I've been very, very clear that I don't think anything's going to happen with Russia. We're going to see come May time that nothing's happened. No massive invasion, no World War III, nothing crazy. I guess you're hearing it here first, folks. I just don't see this kicking off to be anything like what preppers are claiming it's going to be. And when May comes and goes and nothing's happened, preppers are going to do what they've always done and just act like they didn't just say that, and then there'll be some new catastrophe to chase within the preparedness community. But I did get asked a very interesting question from somebody who disagrees with me. And the question is, again, you have a right to your own opinion in regards to Russia and all these, fear-porn predictions that people make. But it makes very little sense to be a prepper if you think nothing will happen. That's kind of ridiculous, but it's a free country, or at least we pretend it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that comment up for you guys to look at, and I'm going to play a quick video clip because I think it's hilarious, and we'll get started.
But you don't need to know that. I don't want to scare you. Yes, I do. I want to scare you into doing something positive. It's sort of funny. If you put a bunch of bad news in your title, people watch it. You put something to do practical, and you don't even get close to the votes. People want fear porn. They want it. You guys want it. But I like giving it to you because I'm trying to motivate you to do something.
So is it silly? Is it ridiculous to live the lifestyle I live when I don't think that these bad things are going to happen? No, I definitely don't think so. Now, again, everybody has a right to their opinion. Some people may think that it is completely ridiculous to live a sustainability lifestyle, even though you don't think anything bad will happen in the future. And everybody's welcome to their opinion. But when it really comes down to it is, most people in the preparedness movement are under this mantra that something bad has to happen, or else there's no way for them to, number one, be motivated to do anything, and number two, it goes to show you people feel like preparedness is pointless without a catastrophe to chase, right? And for me, and I've said this numerous times, but I know we have a lot of new subscribers and new people to the channel here, but at the end of the day, I don't think that we're going to have any massive incident, at least no Mad Max situation. I don't foresee that happening anytime in my lifetime. And with that being said, I am still more prepared than most preppers out there. 99.9% preppers, I'm way more prepared than. And that just comes down to fundamental truths. What we consider preparedness now is what people in my great-grandparents, generation called normal living, okay? And we have put ourselves in this box of what it is to be normal, right? And if you look at what Western society would tell us, normal is shopping and chasing the Joneses as far as brand name stuff, living in a city, not owning your home, buying your food at the grocery store every couple of days, not eating leftovers. These are all mainstream societal norms. This is what Western society has claimed as normal and what people should be doing. And I don't fall into that. If nothing, just from the food cost standpoint of how much if you were to look at how I eat, right? Organic, all the hashtags, meat, right? So my beef, my poultry, my pork, my duck, everything, 100% free range, grass fed, all the hashtag organics, everything you can imagine, all the hashtags. I couldn't afford that if I were to try to eat that normally. Not on what I make. There's no way I could have that kind of lifestyle and eat that well if I didn't grow up myself. So just from the aspect of the how much I save by living this lifestyle, the health benefits of eating so clean, of having such good quality food. I mean, if we just look at it from that standpoint, I'd be crazy to try to live any other lifestyle. And again, it's this idea that we have to be scared to be prepared. And I've never understood that. It's not something that that I can really resonate with, because here's the thing, guys: if you're just chasing the fear, you're gonna be chasing the fear you're gonna live an entire lifetime chasing fear. I mean, just think about World War III, right? I know Angry Prepper did a video where he claimed it was going to happen within the next 3 to 5 years, and then obviously he's recanted. But they've been predicting World War III since World War II happened, right? People have been making these predictions. I mean, I remember 10 years ago, EMP was huge. Obama was huge. Like, there were all these things that people were scared of. There were all these things people were saying, there was all this controversy and conspiracy theories. And guess what? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And then 20 years ago, the same thing. 30 years ago with the whole Russia thing again, right? So this idea of fear porn and chasing fear and always having to have a disaster or catastrophe to chase is nothing new to the preparedness community. You would think that they'd get smarter by now. But again, it's just like Southern Prepper One said. It gets the clicks, right? It gets the clicks, and it's what people tune into. It's what people want to hear. Not because they want to do something about it, but because it's entertaining. So it's important for those watching not to conflate, good, honest content and data with views, because at the end of the day, again, and the reason why people are even commenting on my channel is because they're upset, because I'm saying things that shatter their societal norms, and it shatters their perceived perceptions, right? They want to come to a channel to stoke that fear. Instead, I give you solutions. They don't want solutions. It's so easy to be prepared. People don't want to be prepared. They don't want solutions. They want to be entertained. But there's a lot of people out there that love living a sustainability lifestyle, love living a country rustic lifestyle. They have no fear. This is you can tell this is somebody that doesn't live out in the country. Most of the things that I'm talking about resonate with most people around me, right? Most people around me don't have fear and live a rustic lifestyle, have livestock, have generators, are able to produce power. Most people that live in my area have this same level of thinking. They're not prepared for any catastrophe. Most people that live in the country have this perception and this viewpoint of sustainability. And they don't do it because they're scared. They're doing it because it's a way of life. Most people that live out in the country resonate with the same things that I'm saying. Most people. So the preparedness community is a small fraction of people that live in cities and suburbs that are scared all the time because they have found wokeism, right? And they have found wokeism in the ideology of usually conservative talking points. You have these normal cookie cutter suburbanites that have found Alex Jones or have found, right mainstream media that complains about the bias and the wokeism of the leftist. And now they're scared by, the world that they find themselves in, the cookie cutter society that they, wanted to be a part of. And they're finally starting to see things for what they perceive to be what it is. And guess what? They're scared. So what do? They stockpile, they hoard, and they engorge themselves with as much fear porn as possible. And then they wonder why people like me, who are really prepared and way more prepared than they aren't afraid of things. Well, geez, guys, let's take a reality pill here. Let's look at things from a realistic lens, And so I encourage you guys, if you are really into the fear porn, man, I am not your guy. If you want to know about true preparedness and you want solutions for how to get there, yeah, we'll get you there. We'll all get there together. We'll get there. But if you're wanting to be entertained through a fear porn lens, I'm not your guy. And yes, it's not silly and it's not ridiculous to be as prepared as we are and not be afraid of bad things happening, right? I think it's kind of ridiculous that you would be so fearful. It's just crazy how somebody can be so fearful of the things that are going on, but they still decide to live and stay where they're at. It just goes to show it's a game, right? It goes to show it's a game. People out there that live in the cities, that live in the suburbs, that are really scared of all this mass catastrophe, but they still choose to live there. It shows they're not being serious. they just like to play around. They like to be silly. So there you have it. Hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoy your guys' week. And as always, guys, long live the Republic.